Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you're all doing good. So, this is the second time we are meeting, and again, I'm telling that I am Sudipta Kundu, your science, better to say, chemistry teacher. Now, in the last class, if you remember that we have started a first chapter of chemistry, that is sorting materials into group, right? And we have discuss about a few importance and what is it and what is the importance of it, right? What is it? Sorting means grouping, right? What is sorting? Sorting is grouping. Grouping means grouping different things depending upon their properties into different groups. তাদের properties को देखे তাদেরকে different different জায়গাতে রাখা, right? If you remember that we keep clothes. I have given an example, that is, we keep clothes where? In almirah. We keep books where? In a bookshelf. Means that is depending upon their uses. Better to say depending upon their uses, that for what purpose they are used, we grouping them. Food items are kept in kitchen because they are eatables. Clothes, they are for wearing, they are kept in almirah. Books, they are for writing and reading, they are kept in bookshelf. So depending upon their properties or depending on uses or property, we group them. We keep them separately. And what is the importance? Why we group them? Tell me. So that we can find the things easily, right? Because suppose you are thirsty, then where we will go first? We will go directly into the kitchen, right? So if it has been kept in a all together way, suppose there is no grouping has been done, all the things are kept in a one place, then what will happen? Suppose you are want to find something, one cloth. Now all the things are kept in a one place, then what will happen? You won't be able to find that cloth that you want. So we cannot find it easily, and it will take time. You will lose your time. We will lose our time. Now see, if we group them, suppose after having a mess, if we group them, what will happen? We can easily find them, and at the same time it saves time. So it saves time. And the second thing, that is find, we can locate easily. And also it helps us to learn the properties. Now tell me, from childhood when we were small, are we told that this is kitchen, this is almirah? No. By seeing the uses, by seeing the properties, we can find, we get to know, we had an idea that whatever eatable items we will get in the kitchen. By knowing the properties, it helps us to know the properties, that whatever the things that you find in a kitchen, they are all eatable items. Means eatable cooking related items we will get in the kitchen, right? Suppose you want to find something, where you will straight go? You will go to the almirah, because you know that in almirah all the wearing items we will get. If you want to find something, you want to find some paper, where you will go? You will go to the bookshelf directly. That means it also helps us to learn the properties. Means by grouping, we get an idea of their properties. Means we get an idea of their uses. যে কি কি ইউজ হতে পারে, এর কি কি ইউজেস, মানে এই জায়গাতে ওদের ইউজ কি। So by seeing, we can learn the properties. It also help us to learn the properties, that what are the properties, means what is it uses for, right? Now the second is how. Now the question is, how can we group them? Means that how we will able to, that on the basis of what we can group them. Now let's come to the activity 1 in NCERT. Take out this NCERT book, chapter number 4 and this activity. this activity. What it is telling? Let us collect as many objects possible from around us. Each of us could get some everybody or everyday objects from the home, and we could also collect some objects from the classroom. For example, chalk, pencil, rubber, notebook, duster, hammer, nail, soap, spoke of a wheel, bat, matchbox, salt, potato, etc. Now, they separate all the objects from the collections that are made from the paper and wood. Now, let's see. Paper and wood, what are they made up of? So, let's classify that the items that we have collected, what are they made up of? Now, the first item, chalk. Chalk is not made up of any of these things. Neither it is made up of wood, neither it is made up of pencil. So chalk. Second is pencil. Yes, it is made up of what? It is made up of wood. Now the second is notebook. It is also made up of tree, and tree means wood. Yes, we can say it is made up of wood, better to say paper. Since we have a paper, then we can say paper, right? What about the duster? The duster is made up of two, means first it has a two section, right? If we see that duster has a two section. Now this section is made up of wood, and this section is made up of something else. So it is also made up of wood. So duster. Now comes to the hammer. Hammer is made up of what? If we see the hammer, the handle of the hammer is made up of wood. So hammer, that means handle. Handle of the hammer is made up of wood. Now what we can depict from here? What can we get? What idea can we get from this? That some of the things are made up of wood and some of the things are made up of notebook. That means that depending upon that which material they have been used to make an object, we can group the materials, we can group the objects. Now here the one more concept arises, that is what? That is what is object, and the second is materials. Materials. Objects are notebooks, pencil, duster and hammers, and material means from which materials or from which substances these objects are made from. This is what the object and the duster. Right? Now here, as we have seen in the activity 1, that the certain materials are made up of wood and a certain materials are made up of paper. That means the materials, depending upon their materials, we can also group the objects. Now first we have to get an idea that what is object and what is material. So let's see. Now let's discuss what is objects and what is material. Things made up of from one or more materials, that is called object. Things that is made up of one or more material, we can call it as an object. And what is material? Material is a basic thing from which object is made from. Now suppose you want to make a notebook, you want to make this book. Now what is a basic material we need? We need paper, right? We need the paper. That is the basic material. So using the basic thing, we are making object, and that basic thing is called material. যেগুলো জিনিস দিয়ে আমরা কোন একটা জিনিস দিয়ে যদি আমি কোনো একটা অন্য জিনিস বানাই, তো যেই জিনিসটা দিয়ে বানাচ্ছি সেটা হচ্ছে material, আর যেটা বানিয়ে ফেলেছি ওর সাহায্যে, that is called object. Understood? That is, things made from one or two material is called object, and the basic things that is used to make object. Now let's take an example. Let's take an example of object, that is pencil. Now tell me, the pencil is made up of what? The pencil is made up of wood or plastic and lead, right? These are the material. So here the pencil is object, and here plastic, lead, these are all materials that has been used to make this pencil. So these are the basic things that we need to make pencil, and these basic things are called material, and this pencil is called, from using this basic thing we get a pencil, and that pencil is called object. So depending upon the materials used, we can classify the objects. Now comes to that is at table number 4.1. Objects and materials they are made up of. Now plate. As you can see, the plate is made up of what? Plate can be used to make it can be made from which type of material? Steel. আমাদের ঘরে আছে steel. It can be made from where? It can be made from glassware, right? It can even made from where? It can made from copper, metals, other metals using. So these are the materials we can use. These are the materials that is used for making plate. Similarly, pen, the pen I am writing, it can be made from where? It can be made from where? It can be made from plastics, right? Ink, etc. Metals. So these are the materials that can be used to make pen. So now we have understood that whom should we call object and whom should we call materials. So till now we will discuss up to this. I'm not going further because it is a very long video, then you will feel bored. In the next class we will further discuss about these objects and materials. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.